Well, hello everybody. Here I am again. It must be Wednesday, middle of the week already. Can you believe it? It is the middle of the week already. It has been a good day so far. It has been a good week. Yesterday, a group of teachers in our school got together to talk about different topics, and one of the topics was classroom management. So we got to discuss things that work in our classrooms, things that don't work, things that are frustrating, things that are enjoyable, and together we had a really, really good discussion. You know, we can do so much more when we work together than when we do it alone. I mean, that's true for anything, really. That's true in our families. That is true with any project that we are doing. That is true for sure in the classroom. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes. They are truly appreciated, and I hope that this weekly discussion can help even a little bit in our classrooms, right? That is my hope. And this week, I really want to talk about a lesson from Monday. The county provides us with the literacy lessons, which is a blessing because we don't have to plan those lessons, and we have the books for that. You know, it's really good. But of course, like all of us know, not all students are the same, not all classrooms are the same, not all schools are the same. So we have to really differentiate, and we have to fill many gaps that are there, and we have to create some, you know, front loading lessons, and you know, some lessons at the end to make everything come together. So the book that we were reading this week was Mr. Ferris and His Wheel, which is a book about the guy that invented the Ferris wheel and how that whole process came about. And the strategy was to pick keywords, words that are important, to then create a summary of that section of the book. So in order for us to do that, I had to give the students a lot of information, provide them with information about things that were in the book that were not explained well. For example, the book talked about the World Exposition or the World Fair. They had no idea what that was. So I had to show them a video about the World Fair, where the first World Fair was, that it was in France. And then we had to show them a video about the Eiffel Tower and how that tower was built and how people didn't like it at first, and you know, how it was put together. And the book also talked about the Washington Monument because it was talking about the heights of the buildings of that time. So we watched another video, and also we took notes as we watched those videos, because that was another skill or strategy that I wanted them to get, you know, how to take notes. But as I was teaching that lesson, students kept asking me, Mr. B, have you been to France? And I said, of course I have been. I have to go. Have you been to see the Washington Monument? Of course I have. Of course I have been there. You know, like I made it very matter of fact. Of course I had to be there. That is something that everybody has to do. You know, and have you seen the what was the other thing that I was talking about? So it was, oh, have you been to a World Fair? And I said, no, I have not. I haven't made it to one of those yet, but I want to, you know. And as I was talking, I said, but you know, you also can make it to the Eiffel Tower. So when you graduate, when you have enough money, you know, either from a business that you create or from having a college career, you could be part of a World Fair, or you could visit France and go up the Eiffel Tower. There is a restaurant. They're pretty expensive. I haven't tried it, but you could go up there. And you could go to Washington, D.C. And do you know that in Washington, D.C., most things are free? So I kept telling them, you know, in that lesson, you know, I found so many opportunities of encouraging them to accomplish things. You know, do you want to have your own business? Then have your own business. Do you have to have your finish college? Then finish college. But when you do all those things, you will be able to see those places that you think right now are unreachable, you know? So that lesson was much more than just a literacy lesson. It was much more than just an informative lesson about different places around the world. It was about the things that my students can do. It was about the things that you can do if you finish college, or if you finish high school and have your own business, or if you have a profession and you make enough money. You will be able to do all those things. So when we work in this type of school or any type of school or with our own kids, let's remind them that all of those things that they want to accomplish, they can. They will be able to travel. They will be able to go to all those places that right now seem unreachable to them. Because if they make the right decisions now, they will be able to graduate from college or have that business and make enough money to go to those places that they think right now, well, they'll never go. But they really can. And here we are, and our job as teachers is to let them know, to encourage them, to remind them that they will be able to accomplish any one of those dreams if they continually make right decisions. Of course, we make mistakes, I tell them, but as a rule, we want to keep making more and more and more and more right decisions. So our lessons should not just be literacy or information. It should be much more than that. Any opportunity that we have to encourage them to accomplish their own personal dreams, let's do that. Let's do that. They need to be reminded of that often, often, often. And we can do that with our own children. And we can do that with our friends as well. Things are never impossible. Maybe there are, like for me, it would be impossible to be an American president because right now the law is that you have to be born in the United States. But for the most part, anything can be accomplished. So thank you so much. I hope that we can use every opportunity that we have in our classrooms to talk to our students about how they can truly and really accomplish their dreams. Any lesson, whether it is science or literacy or math, we can always put those things there. So thank you so much for listening today. I hope that you have a great week, and please recommend the videos. I haven't had any new subscriptions in the last 2 weeks. Well, I had one. So I hope that these videos are helpful to you, and if they are, please recommend them to others. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the week, and I will see you next Wednesday.